All right, Coach, well, after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home game at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Jacobs. Derwin James, an All-Pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And to the left side here, Wilson.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. From the 16, Carr. Wilson's got it complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
On second down and 4, Rivers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Carr to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. This is Gordon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
180, 694. Check.
On first down, Richard. Richard lost it, and this is recovered by the Chargers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Not today, you are. Not today. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Hey, dude. Back to you. I'm going back. Wait, 89.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers, he'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
I'm going to go load it. Load it. Mike 54. I got him. Mike 5. Hey. High 7.
3rd and long for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Cleveland Farrell. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Melvin Ingram. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Carr now to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Hey, Rocket. You ain't doing nothing. Hey, Foxtrot.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the gun, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. These two teams have been in the same division, meeting twice a year for decades, and there was some buzz in the press box earlier about the Holy Roller game in 1978. That's when Ken Stabler was about to get sacked, fumbled the ball, it got pushed forward, Dave Casper fell on it in the end zone, and the Raiders would win 21-20, and that was the catalyst for changing the offense's ability to advance a recovered fumble. A little history lesson for all you youngsters out there. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Now Benjamin. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And getting our first update now from Nashville, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And the Raiders have got him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey, Charlie.
50.
Room.
On third down, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 33 yards that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Wilson, incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Carr to throw again. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So if you like field goals, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Red Delta!
Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw is Rivers. Buying time to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
93. 93.
57, Mike 57. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Alpha!
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Hey, orbit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You good?
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded inside the 5. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Carr throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, he's going deep for Brown. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
At their own 40-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Zero.
To throw again. Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run it here with Gordon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Darryl Worley up to make the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Get that ball. Hey, easy, easy.
Mike's 50.
Bravo.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 50.
To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total. So they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Carr gives to Richard. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. On 2nd and 2, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 8 yards out, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Touchdown, Raiders.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 31, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's a gain of 2. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
All day, dog.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Carr completes it. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Now! 180! 180! We're good! 180!
He's checking. Crash.
White!
Check. Check 24.
To throw is Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
It's a gain of 17.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Melvin Ingram in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mike's 4-2.
Who's right, Chief?
You better bring it. Slam.
White Monday down.
He's lucky. Kill.
61, matchbox, like.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for Oakland, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I do this for the family.